Hey, it's Shaellen, editor and contributor from Everybody Eats, and today we're doing Everybody Eats Free Range. In this series, you'll follow me and other Everybody Eats members as we go out to film screenings, festivals, premieres, and other outings, and just generally join our community of film lovers. Today, Fumbah, Kris, and I are headed out to see Helena Rain's A24 horror comedy, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. I'm actually not that familiar with the cast. Amanda Sternberg, I think she's still a relative newcomer in terms of major leading roles. I'm familiar with her work in The Hate U Give, Naturally Rue, from The Hunger Games. I'm familiar with Rachel Sennett from Shiva Baby and some of her other work, some of her stand-up comedy, but more or less, I'm ready to be kind of wowed by the cast. In terms of my expectations, I'm actually not that big of a fan of the horror comedy genre, which is ironic, I know, because Scream is like my favorite movie of all time, but I think its successors that have tried a similar mix of like horror and comedy just haven't done it as well as the original. So with that, I'm a little jaded to the genre. I love me a good Tucker and Dale versus Evil. The ones that are on the nose I can appreciate, but sometimes it's hard to walk that line between a horror comedy. But if this movie's able to actually fucking scare me, Helena Rain, hit me up. All right, let's see what the boys think. Thoughts, Kris?
Alright, I'm gonna try to make this as quick as I can. First off, hi, how's it going? I'm Kris from Michael, part of the Everybody Eats crew. And since we're going to go see Bodies, 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 I just wanted to say that I'm a little iffy on it. I really am always kind of impressed with Pete Davidson.
Always kind of impressed by Pete Davidson.
I've never actually seen any of the movies he's been in besides, Suicide Squad, which I didn't expect.
King of Staten Island wasn't on the top of your watch list?
Fuck that, no. I don't usually watch like dramas anyway. Yeah. And just because like real life stuff is, it's already dramatic. It's already dramatic enough.
Life's already wild.
All right, so
this is where the wild things are.
I like to see, horrors, hyperboles of certain things.
Yeah.
But Pete Davidson, like, he's always impressed me when he appears on SNL. He's always unapologetically just acting as himself in everything that he's in. I'm also interested to see Lee Pace. Is it Pache?
Listen, I think I ruined Rachel Sennett. I called her Senate, and I was like, ooh, awkward. Is it Senate? I don't know. I just love the branches of government. I don't know.
I'm interested to see Lee Pace because, I actually got to interact with him face to face when he went to the Late Late Show.
Oh,
and the guy's actually super nice and kind, and he's pretty funny.
Okay.
So, him being, in the same room as Pete Davidson, I'm interested to see how he, plays that, acts that, because he can make serious things pretty funny, and he can also immediately flip it into something dramatic. Yeah. Lee Pace is probably gonna make this movie for me.
All right, let me have it. What are your thoughts?
Bodies.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know much about it. I've seen the trailer. I don't know who's in it other than Pete Davidson, and I don't think he's funny when it comes to him with Kim Kardashian. It's funny, but I think everything else I'm kind of is a little cringy. I think he's okay for the most part. I think he's all right. I do like how this could be subvertive, like a subvertive horror comedy, tongue in cheek. So it could be good. I feel like it could be like a cool 6.
Cool 6?
Like a cool 6.
Okay.
I like to aim high.
Aww.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy. To explain this.
Spoiler-free review. What are your thoughts on Bodies, Bodies, Bodies?
I hated it the entire time.
Yep.
Until the end.
Yep.
And while most of the dialogue I think was improvised for the sake of making it feel genuine and fun, I hated every moment of it. Until the end. Like I said earlier, I would love to show it to someone that I hate. Or maybe I just show it to piss people off for a movie. I mean, I think those are great movies sometimes. To show people movies that will piss them off.
They're very appropriate.
Yeah, I think this is one of them. I really do, and it's a star in my eyes. So for that, 5.5. 5.5, just because the end was such a middle finger in my face. I have to respect. I'm not invested enough for them to flip me off.
She gave this the lowest rating
I did.
before we went in.
And I'm not gonna lie,
and now it's got the highest out of
That's
it.
Points for
crazy.
getting in my head.
I can't really say that I'd ever watch this movie again. If anything, I'd put this movie on like for a bunch of friends to let them know I hate them.
Yeah.
The thing that I hate the most about it is that it found its own way to be like, this is what it's about. And I hate that. I really don't like the way it did it. I agree with Fumbah. Pete Davidson, I had to say I hated him the least out of this movie. Everybody else just, especially because of the thing at the end, the thing.
Yeah.
Because of that, it just made me hate everybody even more. So me, I would, still keep this movie at like 4.5. I give it 4.5.
I guess it's just in the most literal sense, a waste of time. But fun at times, frustrating most of the time. Pete Davidson was actually probably like my least. I hated him the least in this. Every other character, I felt genuine rage.
Yeah.
And and I think it's by design. I think the characters are meant to be this way. I just kind of, it doesn't make it an enjoyable film, but it's a film that at the end of the day, like, I get it. It's just not fun to watch. In terms of a score, I give it a 6 out of 10 before watching it. I'm putting that shit down by 3. I hate this film. Do not like this at all. I don't watch this. Fun. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's actually like, I just remembered a certain scene. I'm like, oh, that's super problematic.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
See you later.
Also, we have a lot to talk about this film,
To say the least.
to say the least.
All right.
All right.
Well, you'll have an hour, so.
All right, cool. It's bad. Bye.